we're in the 2.0 liter turbo Atlas. There's a special reason why I picked this car, is because this car really got me extremely excited about 2 weeks ago when driving it. And I said, you know what, a 2 liter Atlas is definitely going to be one we're going to want to do a little longer review on than just pulling it around the parking lot outside the car store. So we're going to take this vehicle out to the country today. We're going to get some beautiful shots of it, and at the same time, we're gonna, while we're on the way and riding and cruising, we're gonna really test out the 2 liter engine and see how it performs. Yeah, we're gonna see how it performs. So again, you know, this is everyday driving, that kind of thing on the performance. You know, I don't have access to racetracks or anything like that. We just live out here in the beautiful Carolinas, and we'll hit it and get up on the gas a little bit on the highway. So stay tuned. Let's have a good time today on Charleston Car Videos with Stokes Volkswagen. So a few notable mentions, right? Notable mentions, doesn't that sound nice? I got that from a guy online. I said, I like how he says that. But anyways, a few things to mention here on the Atlas. This is actually happens to be a S model Atlas. It is pretty much your base model car, okay? Not a lot of bells and whistles, but still does have nice standard features on it. But if there's a couple things you're gonna lose out on, but let's go ahead and hit the gas. Man, something about this engine in here, good Lord. It just feels faster than the V6. I mean, when I hit the gas on this car, it goes, okay? I really got a feeling that it has to do with the turbo and the torque, things like that. And I said that, you know, oddly enough, I said that on the last review I did on this car. I was like, man, this car just seems faster than the V6. Even though it doesn't have maybe as more horsepower as the V6 model, it still just has a feeling of being faster, doesn't it? Anyways, a few things you will not have on this car compared to your higher trim level Atlases. First off, right there, no push start or anything like that in this car. It's just the old traditional key, put it in there and turn it and crank her up, vroom vroom, right? Okay, probably, you know, push start's not that big of a deal really to me. I mean, it's nice to have, it looks nice, but you know, again, just as easy to put it in there and crank it up. You don't have as big a screen inside of this car as you do on your SELs and things like that. That's your screen there, okay, so just a little bit smaller. It looks big when you zoom in on it though, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. You know, some other things, like you got more of a matte finish on the inside, not real shiny, like that piano black kind of look. The leather's not wrapped up onto the steering wheel, you know, stuff like that. You know, if you get an SEL Premium Atlas, you'll have a entirely full LCD dash right there, okay? This one's just like most cars on the road, okay? No panoramic glass sunroof, and no leatherette or leather. This is a cloth interior seat, as you can see right there. No heated seats also, okay? So there's some things on here that you're not going to get. As we're riding, we'll think about more things, and I'll talk with you shortly. All right, so we got one thing I like about the Atlas is up here on the dash. I mean, it's big enough. I don't have a suction cup mount to put my camera up on the windshield, but the dash has a big open area up there where you can set things on, like your wallet or sunglasses, and it's even big enough to sit my camera right there up with a little tiny tripod while we're cruising down the road chit-chatting with you. One thing I do like right now, Volkswagen always does a great job on TV commercials, don't they? They sure do. My wife ran into my office the other night ago. She said, Chad, she's like, have you seen the new Atlas commercial? I'm like, no, which one you talking about, you know? Is it one of mine? Anyways, no, the one from the, you know, from corporate, okay? Volkswagen. Well, don't put your camera there, right? Anyways, yeah, it just did a flippy. She's like, yeah, have you seen the new Volkswagen Atlas commercial? No, I have not. She told me about it. I still have not seen it yet. I will go online and look though. It's got the family in the Atlas. They're sleeping. Dad's in the passenger side snoring, or not snoring, I don't know. She said sleeping though. The kids are all in the back in the third rows. Everybody's asleep. And then mom's out back in the tent sleeping back there, and she's the one snoring. She's like, that has got to be the most creative commercial I've ever seen for a car like this, okay? She's like, it was good. So, you know, that's what TV commercials are all about with car manufacturers. If they can get that wife to come in and say, husband, did you see this commercial? We got to go check this car out. That's good marketing. That's working. And whoever's came up with the creative side on making these commercials for Volkswagen, you are one fine woman or fellow. You're doing a good job. So I just want to give you some props out there. I don't know. And maybe there was a guy I met at a car show last weekend, a European car show that was there from Volkswagen, named Patrick from out of Washington, D.C. He said he was the guy that does the creative, you know, I guess producer or something like that for Volkswagen's commercials. They were down here filming some commercials with a car enthusiast here. So anyways, Patrick, if it's you, great job, bud. Nice meeting you, man. I really did enjoy that. All right, let's keep traveling to our destination today. What's up? All right, everybody, we made it to our location. We're gonna be taking a look at the Atlas 2.0 liter today. We out here, we getting a little dusty, right? We getting a little dusty. Something a little different, not all suited up like the car salesman. We out here having a little fun, okay? So we're gonna take a look at this 2.0 liter. It's right behind me. Again, like I said, we got it a little dusty riding on the old dusty country roads. But let's go ahead and take a look and see exactly what the 2.0 liter Atlas is all about. All right, so there she is. What a good looking SUV by Volkswagen. Let me tell you, I can tell you this right now. This is probably the first time I've ever thought a Volkswagen actually looks good with a bunch of trees in the background, right? Most of Volkswagen's vehicles are made for the city life, or maybe getting out on the Autobahn in Europe and hauling tail, or things like that, right? Or the Beetle, you know, riding around, going through the Christmas parade and all those types of things, right? But Volkswagen has finally brought us a vehicle that kind of has some stamina about it, where it says, man, I look good in the city, in the parking garage, I look good in your neighborhood, and I even look good out here in the woods at a county park, right? That's the whole thing. It does definitely have a look about it. But today I've picked one a little different. I've reviewed the SEL. I've reviewed, you know, all the different models, the premium models and things like that. I've reviewed the 4Motion and taken it off-road in the dirt and things like that. And we've had a great time with the Atlas. But last night when I was at the Volkswagen store, I said, you know what? It's really time to get involved with the 2.0 liter in the S model, okay? This is basically Volkswagen's Atlas, right at the bare bones bottom of what you can get at a great price and still get some pretty nice features on it for the most part. But this is kind of like an affordable Atlas. It's not so much where you're like, man, it's breaking the bank. That thing's expensive, right? This is going to be a good deal for somebody out there. So that's why I'm showing it to you right now. So again, good looking car. Black is definitely a nice looking color on the Atlas. It stands out a whole lot. You know, the taillights, everything about it looks so nice. I love the rear end. Again, not a whole lot has changed on the body versus a S or a SEL or a premium. I mean, maybe your premium, you know, has got a few little things here or there, but they all look the same for the most part, right? Still good looking wheels, Continental tires, but I will tell you some things you won't get on this car compared to buying your higher trim levels. Before we get into all that and we take it for a ride, let's take a look at our window sticker here for just a second. 118 2.0 TS. Here's the thing with a 2.0 liter turbo. Good fuel economy. We're talking 26 on the highway, 22 city, average combined of 24 mile per gallon out of a big vehicle like this. The largest Volkswagen ever made. This vehicle on the S model is going to retail out a total price of $31,425, okay? Getting good safety ratings. I know it's tough to see, but good safety ratings also right there. But again, $31,425. So it's not breaking the bank too much. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the front end and see what we got going on. If this is your first time watching an Atlas video, well, congratulations. Make sure you visit the channel and just type in Atlas on the search bar on the homepage of the channel and watch all the other ones as well, so you can make a good informed decision before you buy your next SUV or Volkswagen Atlas. Now, even on the S model, you're still going to get all LED lighting up front, okay? These are all LED, very bright at nighttime, very nice. And they also, that's a daytime running light right there, as you're seeing, because the car's just in a daytime mode right now, okay? I don't have the headlights necessarily clicked on. I don't think I do, but we'll double check in just a minute. But either way, your daytime running lights, these will be lit up while cruising around during the daytime or night. So, you know, I like that feature of it. A lot of car brands, if you get just the base model, the S or whatnot, they'll give you just regular halogen headlights in there. Volkswagen is going to keep it real and still give you that trademark LED headlight look on the Atlas. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and open her up, see what we got going on. Are the headlights on? No, they're not. Okay, so as you can see, headlights are not on. When we turn them on, let's turn our blinkers on, get those rocking and rolling. We'll see what we got going on. Of course, those are LED as well. And then those will start blinking with you. Can you see that? So I love all the LED blinkers and things like that. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So some things you're going to be missing. You won't get the 360 panoramic, you know, camera view with cameras on the mirrors, on the front, on the back, and all that. You will get a backup camera still, but you won't get the 360 view. You're going to have to roll up to higher trim level models, which I think is the SEL Premium, to get the 360 camera view. So you won't get that. Let's take a look in the back for a minute and see what we got going on. Blinkers look good. Got a third LED brake light up top. Open this up. I like how you still got LED lighting right up under there for your tag. You got your backup camera, all that good stuff. And one thing that's always been a plus on the Atlas since it came out is all the room in the back. Like I talked about earlier on the video about the commercial they came out with. You know, you got the whole family sleeping in the car and the mom's out back in the tent. You know, that's true. You got a ton of room in the back. It's definitely very spacious back here. You got a 12-volt outlet. You got cup holders right back there on both sides. You got even a little more room here. You got a light right there. Another light over here. So again, a ton of space in the back of the Atlas. We will test out the third row today because I've seen some of y'all comment asking, please, can we see the third row seat? So we'll do that. This opens up. You got a little more storage right in there, as you can see, and then the spare tire is under here. There's all your tools and all that kind of thing. I mean, you can use that as storage if you need to, but you know, you're not going to store anything really all that big back there. And let's go ahead and test these third rows out. So let me get my stuff out and I'll cut the camera right back on with you. All right, everything's out. So how are you gonna pull these up? They're not power. You don't have a button you can hit to do that. You just grab here, do just like that, okay? Same over here, grab, pull. There you go. Okay, you do got headrests back here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these headrests, well, pull that headrest up like that, okay? Because that's the position you're gonna want it in if you're an adult sitting back there. It's so new, it's hard to pull these things up. But anyways, man, that thing's tough. There's a button in there. Let's get that real quick. That's not too easy to do. But anyways, I think you got the gist of it. All right, let's go ahead and see how we're gonna get in the third row back here. Well, got more camera equipment. Let's move all this camera stuff out the way, Chad. Okay, these people want to see how the third row works. And we are determined to show you this today. As you can see, I don't edit a whole lot, folks. I'm showing you the real deal, people. Again, it does have cloth interior on the S model, which is fine, okay? Not everybody wants leather. Some of y'all might say, oh, for $30,000, don't have leatherette, it doesn't have leather. Well, I mean, again, some people actually might like to have cloth interior seats. So don't forget about that. Pull, grab there, that whole seat, as you can see, lifts forward. Boom, push it there. I'll tell you something else too while the leaves are flying around, hit me in the head. This is solid. That's some solid plate in the back of that seat, which is good protection for somebody. Let's go ahead and hop back here and see what we got going on. It is a very wide opening, okay? So with me going, that's just me doing that, but it's not that hard to get back here. It's got a nice big wide opening. And let's go ahead and pull this seat back. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna cut the camera real quick and fix this headrest for us. Whoa, all right, now you can see. All right, let's take a look. All right, so this seat right here is, it's not all the way back, but look again, I wanna show you something. Still got a pretty decent amount of room right there with it not all the way back. This one over here is all the way back, and it's even reclined a little bit. Okay, but you know, again, so what I'm trying to get at here is you got plenty of leg room in the back of the Atlas. As you can see, my knees aren't touching. We're good. Now let's kind of scoot over this way and see how this one is with that one being all the way back. If I was sitting here, definitely touching now, okay? But again, it's just a quick adjustment for somebody to not recline this seat, and you'll be good to go, and you won't be touching so much. With the seat reclined all the way back like it is now, my knees are right there, okay? Let's look at headroom. Headroom is fine, look. About right there, that's how much we got. We're good. Plenty of room to dance. If you're listening to music, you can move around back here and not bump your head on something. The headrest is nice how it does like that. That's nice, so you can rest your head there. That's why it's called a headrest. You got rear air vents right here to keep, and I like the position of them. They're right there, blowing right on you. Your cup holders are right here. Not the biggest cup holders in the world back here, though. They're not really that wide. So I don't imagine getting a supersized McDonald's cup back here. But again, a bottle of water, you know, just a regular sized drink would be fine. And you got more cubby hole space there, more cubby hole space there. If you're wondering what that's for, that's an indentation. So if you need to put a cargo cover back here to cover up your stuff in the trunk, you can do that. Other than that, though, we're good to go. I mean, literally, if I was on a trip, check it, look at this. I mean, again, I'm 6'1". I can get comfortable in the back of the Atlas and really relax back here and enjoy my ride. I mean, I really could, seriously. I mean, I'd probably put a pillow right there and just sit back and relax, okay? I mean, that's the comfort you got going on in the back of the Atlas. And let me know, if you're watching this video, if you'd like to see me actually attempt to sleep inside an Atlas for a night, out in my driveway or something like that, I'm gonna do it, okay? It's something I've had an idea of before even Volkswagen did that commercial they got on TV right now. I was like, man, we should do like a 24-hour challenge or an overnight challenge in the Atlas. So if you think that's a good idea, give me a thumbs up, comment, say, do the overnight challenge. I'd like to see if some of y'all be interested in seeing me do something like that. Anyways, I like how they got some LED, well, not LED, those aren't LED, but you got some lighting back here. So again, I give the back of the Atlas an A, okay, or maybe even an A+. It really is pretty decent on room back here. There's not a lot of full-size SUVs other than like bigger ones like Suburbans and Tahoes, and even a Tahoe is a little bit tight in the third row. But for a SUV this size, it's really in the mid-size SUV category. This is a lot of room in the back of the third row, okay? So full-size SUVs, you know, not so, you got a ton of room. But mid-size, this is perfect. A ton of room in the back of the Atlas. Let's try to get out. Hit right there. Look how that does that. You can put your foot, push it forward, and you have a ton of room. The oh crap handle up top really comes in handy for getting out of the third row. Put your hand right there, grab it, and pull yourself right out. And boom, we're out, okay? So the Atlas is definitely a winner. Chicken dinner on the third row seats. I love it. That is awesome. All right, what else can we do today? Well, we're gonna take it for a quick ride one more time and feel the power of the 2.0 liter turbo. All right, everybody, we're at our location to do our speed test. We're out on the back roads. I've made sure today we go somewhere where we can really test out 0 to 60, things like that, and see how the vehicle feels. So I don't like doing these tests around the city, so we've driven out to a little bit towards the country today to do this test. Anyways, my safety and other people's safety is always top of mind. Anyways, we're at a good spot to do this at. So what we're going to do, we're going to get over these railroad tracks, right? We're going to turn around where these railroad tracks are at and test this out here. All right. There we go. All right, everybody. What we're going to do, we're going to roll down the windows. I want y'all to hear this engine the best as possible. I'm going to go ahead and turn the AC off because AC always seems to, you know, deal with taking away some of the horsepower. And let's go ahead and mash it down and see what we got going on here. That's 60. That little puppy got up and rolled out, folks. Okay? Just so you know. That little puppy rolled right on out of here. That is a very powerful engine under the hood of this car. It seriously is. It's pretty incredible. We're definitely gonna have to do that one more time before we hit the main highway again. I know y'all want to hear it. All right, let's do this one more time. All right, engine's off. 3, 2. So, all right, cool. So when I came to a complete stop, the engine shut off due to that software thing, whatever they got going on with this car where it shuts off. Anyways, the engine shut off. When I let off the gas, or when I let off the brake, the engine cut back on. I mashed it down all the way on the gas pedal, and it seemed like about 1 second or so of lag. Okay? From a roll and start, not so bad, but from a dead stop, when you mash it, like right now, it goes on a roll and start. I mean, it rolls. I mean, that's incredible for such a big, heavy vehicle. But again, at a complete stop, like I did, if you were to drag race somebody possibly, there's a little bit of lag there. So from a roll and start, you're good to go. It jumps up and rolls. From a complete stop, there's some lag right there for just a quick moment. All right, I figured we'd take a quick stop real quick after driving like that and just have a look at the car. It definitely is a beauty, and you can really smell the engine or whatever was burning off in there. Again, practically almost brand new car. I'm not dogging the car, okay? So for some of y'all out there like, man, he's dogging the vehicle. Just getting up on it and testing out. I mean, I advise you to do that as well if you test drive a brand new car. Any car out there you test drive. I mean, hit the gas pedal down and go. If your sales guy says you can't do that, well then I'm not buying a car. I mean, you want to see the acceleration the car has because your life is in that car. And if you want to hit that gas pedal and get out of harm's way when pulling out on one of these highways and big trucks are coming at you and you happen to just pull out, you need to know if that car's got the power and acceleration to get up out of harm's way. So again, always test those things out. But other than that, we're at the famous Herbie's fireworks. So let's hop back in and head to the next location.
Far, don't stop now. Reaching for a distant star. Don't stop now. Isn't it strange how we're safe and home?